Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. अहो अहम नमो मह्यम दक्षो नास्ति ह्यमत्समः असंस्पृश्य शरीरेण येन विश्वं चिरं धृतम्. The wonder of wonder that I am, I salute to my own glory. What is that, dear? Dakshaha nasti iha matsamaha. There is none who is perfect like me. Beautiful. See? Who is none alert like me? What is the greatness in you, dear? Asansprushya sharirena yena vishwam chirandritam. Although I am supporting the fire but I don't get burned, although I am supporting the whole world yet I don't carry any burden, asansprashya, untouched by anything. Now this exclamation is an expression of the experience. And it is so true. There is no difficulty. See, this basic thumb rule, if we remember, the illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined. This is the rule. Like the lights are illuminating all of us. Lights are not influenced by any one of us. Whether we are wise or otherwise, it makes no difference to the light. See? And it is our experience. How it is our experience? We have heard so many times. Did it any touch us? We are the same. Nothing can change us. The same confusions, the same disgust, the same frustration, the same depression. Many Mahatmas have come and talked to us, but we can't be influenced because it is our nature. Asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punah punaha. See? When the sun reflects in the mirror is not influenced by the reflection, nor the sun is influenced by the mirror. In the same manner, I, the absolute reality, although reflecting in the whole world of names and forms, things and beings, this me, like the sun, who is not influenced by the mirror where it is reflected, in the same manner, I am not influenced by wherever I am reflected as being or a thing. Not only I am not influenced, but even the reflection is not influenced. See the subtle point, friends. This is easier for us to understand. That the sun reflecting in a bucket of water or in a lake, that sun is not influenced by the waters, the quality or anything. Easy to understand. But even the reflection in the water is also not influenced. The reason being, reflection is not. It is merely an appearance. In the same manner, miseries of the relative world are neither in the absolute reality, nor are they in you and me. They are not there. See the beauty? Therefore, when we say I am miserable, it is a blatant lie. We are not miserable. Like, when the water shakes, the reflection appears to be shaking, but it is not. In the same manner, we may say, I am miserable, we are not friends, we are not miserable. See how simple it is. That is why, Aho Aham Namo Mahyam. I am so great, perfect, untouched by anything. Whether I am manifesting or unmanifest. Whether I am by my own self, yoga, or I am manifesting vibhuti. In both the places. Bhagavan Sri Krishna calls it as avikampa yoga. See, etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo vetti tattvataha saha api avikampena yogena yujjate. He is also established in the avikampa yoga. We know Ashtanga yoga, we know Bhakti yoga, we know Jnana yoga, Karma yoga. The real yoga is avikampa yoga. This is the word which is very much liked by Mahatma Gandhi. His thoughts on Bhagavad Gita are indicated by this topic, avikampa yoga. And what is this avikampa yoga? Is this? As the absolute self, I am untouched by the relativity, and the relativity is also not touched by the miseries. Like as a man, I am not miserable. Even as a husband also, I am not miserable. Because husband is not the reality. But when the husband is taken as the reality, we start feeling bad. Why did she leave me and go? Who cares? Get out. Be happy. See, friends, this is such a pathetic, situation in where it happened, in Washington DC. That lady, she came and I wanted to call you, Swamiji, but my house is in a mess. I said, thank God I didn't come to clean the houses. He left me and I am alone, I am very depressed, dejected. I said, cool, first of all. Now answer my questions. You separated both or only he separated, you are still attached? No, both of you. Separation cannot happen to one. It happens to both. Very good. Now what is your position? Is he happy or miserable? He is enjoying. He is wise. Therefore he is enjoying. Now third step. Why he is happy and why you are miserable? Did you ever inquire? Oh, he left me. I said, no, this is not the reason. You accept yourself to be left over. And he has taken the first step to kick you out. Therefore, he won the battle and you are a loser. But what can I do? I said, change your perspective of life. You have rejected him. He has not rejected you. And be the first to kick the world before the world kicks us. And this can happen through wisdom. Not through vengeance, not through hatred. See, friends. Therefore, as the absolute man, I am happy. Even as a husband, I am happy because husband is just a role that I have to play. Play your role till it is required. Afterwards, throw it away. Relax. Don't carry the burden of the husband on your body all the time. What happened? Who is sitting in your back? Husband. See, friends, choice is ours. But if we want to be miserable, God out of compassion will say, Tathastu, may you be more miserable. Therefore, Aho aham namo mayam daksho nasti hamat samaha. There is none who is perfect like me. As absolute reality, I am cheerful and happy. As a relative being, also I am cheerful and happy. When an actor is acting on the stage, then he is the most pathetic, miserable person. And because of that pathetic, miserable acting that he is doing, with the glycerin, the tears are coming. And then he has some torn cloth and he is firing the dialogues. And the whole theme of the drama is developed such a way that the total emotional, blackmailing has already happened in the audience. And in that, when the actor is talking miserably, suffering and crying, that time all the audience takes out the tissue paper and starts crying with nose. Earlier days people used to cry with the eyes. Now latest fashion, they cry with the nose. That time what goes on in my mind as an actor? That time it goes on in my mind that you dumb people, you are paying and crying really. I am paid and I am crying fake. I am not miserable. So as the absolute reality, I am not miserable. As a relative being, also I am not miserable. This is the expertise of living. See, therefore, aho aham namo mayyam daksho nasti matsamaha asansprushya sharirena yena vishwam chiram dhritam. Although I am going through all the roles that I had to play, and yet asansprashya, untouched by any one of them, like the space, like the earth, like the waters, they are untouched by anything. See? And in this, we don't have to do anything. If this we recognize, spiritual practice is not doing anything, only correcting our focal length. Presently our focal length is only on the modifications of the reflection in the waters because the waters are disturbed. Go beyond the modification and find out, is the reflection really broken? Then we come to know that how do I know? So do one thing, put one net and take out that reflection so that it is not disturbed. You try, it doesn't come. Why? It is not there. Then what I am seeing, it is just an appearance. It is not there. In the same manner, I as an individual, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, I cannot be miserable. See friends, just remember some event in your life when you had become extremely miserable to an extent that you nearly committed suicide. So much depressed and dejected. And now you have come out of it. Now watch back that event, that experience, and evaluate. What do we understand? I don't know what stupid and dumb I was. It is not a history, it is a present state also. See friends, there is nothing in this world which can really touch us if we hold on to our real nature. This is what Janaka Maharaj says, Aho aham namo mayyam daksho nasti hamatsamaha asansprushya sharirena yena vishvachiram dhrutam. The ornaments are the body of the gold. The waves are the body of the ocean. The ocean is the body of the water. In the same manner, the whole world is my body. As the body of the gold, namely the ornament, cannot influence the gold. As the body of the ocean, the waves, cannot influence the ocean. In the same manner, although I am supporting all the experiences, good and bad. I remain untouched. See? Don't give too much importance to the thoughts. This is where Patanjali focuses attention all the time on the thoughts. Find out where the thoughts come. And our complaint is, Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, no, very dirty thoughts come. Why? Because of meditation. Meditation is the process of bringing dirty thoughts. Don't do meditation. Instead of complaining, find out where the thoughts come. Do the thoughts come in nose, you can blow them out? No. Do they come in the ear, you can remove? No. The thoughts come in the mind. Very good. First principle. Second, which type of thoughts come in the mind? Both. Good and bad. That means mind is supporting both the good and the bad thoughts. So what is the mind? Mind is beyond good and bad. But when we give importance to good and bad, we are slave of the thoughts. See, friends, if this principle is understood clearly, we will see that friend and enemy, these are thoughts, and both are entertained by the same mind. Joy and sorrow, these are thoughts, both are entertained by the mind. Like and dislikes, both are entertained by the same mind. So if we are focusing our attention on the mind, means what? Means we are no more getting influenced by any thought. And when we don't get influenced by any thought, means we do not give any value to any thought. The thoughts draw their existence by borrowing value from us. See? We give value and therefore they become problematic for us. See? Here as you got, this flea market as well as, the car boot market. I always like to go to these places. You learn a lot. So they will open their car boots and take out all the garbage that they don't want in their house and put all stickers there and then keep it open. And the people go, the one which some person has thrown away, the other, oh, I am so lucky, I got that coat, throw away prize, That was a garbage for him. This fellow, it is a great achievement. And that coat is laughing. See? And when that person purchased that object, he purchased it because it is so valuable, so important, so nice. See? And this principle is applied to everything. See? The other day I received one email. Swamiji, I am thinking of shifting all my books to your library in Kaivalya Dham. Please advise. Because there are many books I have which I have never read. But I keep on collecting. So now there is no place in my house. Therefore, I want to get rid of them. When it comes from your own mind, then renunciation is a freedom. But if somebody will come and ask, can I borrow your book? No, sorry, I got certain rules. Because the books, when you give to somebody, they never come back. See, they never come back. This is how I have developed my library. So, I don't want you to do that. And when we decide it is too much now, forget, drop everything. See, when this starts happening, I tell you, the joy is unparalleled. The real joy, if you evaluate your life, the real joy is in giving, not in taking. See, if this has to click only one day, the real joy is in giving, not in taking. And then alone we go beyond all these limitations. Asansprishya sharirena yena vishvachiram nritam. The whole world is supported by me. But I don't get disturbed. The body is supported by me. But the body is fat or healthy or doesn't make any difference to me. All thoughts are supported by the mind. No thought can disturb the mind. All the colors and forms are supported by the eyes. No eyes are influenced by any one of them. This untouchable reality is our essential self. And the only thing that can click is the space. Work on this incessantly. What it is like being space. The first thing that will happen will be the shape and the form of the body will start disappearing from the mind. When the shape and the form of the body starts disappearing from the mind, thereafter worldly possessions and worldly relations will become redundant. They will have minimum value. See, in this manner, come to discover as Janaka Maharaja has come to discover his essential self. Aho aham namo mahyam yasya me nasti kinchana athava yasya me sarvam yadva manasa gocharam. I salute me, the unique one, because either I have nothing or everything is mine. Between the two. Our condition is something is mine, something is not mine. From there the samsara begins. You know, one day one person asked me in India, you know, those who are orthodox traditional people, they have got a different lifestyle, different values of life. For a Swami, he is not supposed to eat in a hotel. He is supposed to eat food only in the houses. He cannot take food in outside. So they asked me, in some orthodox family I was there. Swamiji, do you take food when you fly in the flight? I said, why you are asking me this question? No, because, you know, the Swamis normally don't eat outside food. I said, yes, you are right. When I go, like when I am going from your house, you pack nice food for me, I'll eat that. Because I had to do the drama to suit everybody, you know. After that was over, the friend who was driving me said, Swamiji, why did you tell her the lies that you don't eat food outside? I said, look here, did I talk to you? No. Why you are listening? I was talking to her. Don't listen to other people's job. No, I just wanted to know that you eat food outside. Why? I said, that is my rule. I eat food only outside, not at home. But what is the reason? I said, I have no home. What is your food in your house? It is the food for me outside, because there is no home. So for me, either every house is my house or no house is my house. Meaning is the same. See? And when no house is yours, then every house is yours. So when your house is there, whatever time you have to live there, live happily, cheerfully, with a clear understanding that you have to leave. Over. See how beautiful it is. If this principle we recognize, then the whole world is ours. See, there is one story which comes in Bhagavad. There was a small birdie, and this birdie was flying with some piece of meat or fish in her mouth. And all the big birds were chasing her to take that piece of meat from her mouth. And the small birdie trying to run, but before the big bird she could not manage. Then she realized suddenly, oh, they are not chasing me, they are chasing the food which is in my beak. So what she has to do? Tyage naike amritatva manashu. She doesn't have to do anything. Just unhold what was held in her peak. So the moment she has left the piece of meat, all the problems disappear. See, exactly the same way. All the problems of our life are beginning from we are holding on to the body. See? So should we kill our body? No, don't do that. You don't have to do. It will die of its own death. You don't have to do that. Then don't take you to be the body. That's all. Then function through the body. Everything will change in no time. Therefore, either accept everything as yours or accept nothing as yours. Whatever you can do, effect will be same. When nothing is yours, then there is no fear of any loss. When everything is yours, nothing can be lost. See, life becomes very easy. See, friends, like I come across many of my friends who are Swamis, who have got beautiful ashrams and all that. When sometime we meet somewhere, once I was in Varanasi, one Swamiji met me. I was sitting, near the Ganges and enjoying. He says, Swamiji, you are very lucky. I say, why lucky? You have no problems. I said, are you jealous? He said, I am jealous. So why jealous? I am all the time thinking about, that, I have to do the marble flooring for the temple, and there are students, there is no sufficient ghee in the kitchen, and then I have to get the funds, and all the time I am thinking about it. And I am wondering what you think. I said, I don't think. I enjoy. Those who laugh, they don't think. Those who think, they don't laugh. How it is? By thinking, you cannot laugh. So either you are happy or you are miserable. Miserable we are when we think. Don't think. Why children are happy? They don't think. Why we are miserable? Because we don't laugh. All the time carrying the burden. What will happen to this world? Nothing is going to happen. You disappear. Everything will be all right. So, athava yasave sarvam yadvang manasa gocharam. Jnanam jneyam tatha jnata tritayam nasti vastavam ajnanat bhati yatredam sohamasmi niranjana. Our experience can be classified in two classes. One experience is that experience where the knower, known and the knowledge division happens. And the second experience is the one where the knower, known, knowledge division doesn't happen. Now find out these two experiences. Any experience which is gathered through sense organs and mind ends up into this division of the experience into the knower, known and knowledge. Therefore, jnanam, jneyam, tatha jnata, tritayam nasti vastavam. And they are not real. See? When my wife died, what will happen to the husband? Think. Can there be a husband after the wife dies? So where that husband has gone, we are worrying about that husband. See, husband is only in relation to the wife. Reality is the man. See, like East and West. Do we say that in the Eastern world there is never a sunset And in the Western world, there is never a sunrise. It is only a geographical definition universally accepted. There is nothing like East and West. The earth is not stationary, it is constantly moving. So which is the East and which is the West? See, friends. And therefore, this Triputi is the cause of all the relative experiences. Triputi kshidatameti brahma nirvana rucchati. See? When, be very attentive, object is given importance, then the one who gives importance, he becomes the knower and the object becomes the known. And the contact between the two is called as knowledge. And all the three are only in the mind. The reflection of the object in the mind, then the notion that I am seeing the object, the knower, and the knowledge of the object, all these three things are nothing but the thought. Now be very attentive. Look at me. On my face from your different angle, you will see two types of lights. One type of light is general light, which is illuminating everything. Second light is somewhere where the skin is tight, either nose or anywhere. There you will see the light of the bulb as a spot. See? So there are two lights. One is general light, one is specific light. In the same manner, when the eye is open, colors and forms are seen, it is the general light. Specific light. I know this is a red color, I know this is the black color. So this is a specific light. So that knowledge where knower is born is the mind. And that knowledge where knower is not born is consciousness. Now observe. Our own presence. Our presence we know, but we don't become the knower of the presence. Because how do we know ourselves? Do we know through the sense organs? Do we know through the mind? Do we know through the intellect? To recognize one's own presence, we do not require any instrument of knowledge. Neither the sense organs, nor the mind, nor the intellect. This experience where knowing and being is one. That is our essential nature. Where this knower-known knowledge Triputi happens, there knowing is not being. When I know this is a donkey, I do not become a donkey. When I know this is the camera, I am not the camera. But when I know I am, then this I am. Meaning that knowledge in which the not self happens is at the level of the thought. And that knowledge where the not self does not happen is the pure consciousness. Therefore, jnanam deyam tatha jnata tritayam nasti vastavam. All the three are illusions, they are not real. Now to understand this, take one example. In one dream, I was a king. So I was the king as a knower, the kingdom as the known, and I know the kingdom, the knowledge of the kingdom. These three. When the dream was over or the dream broke, whatever reason, then where the king has gone, where the kingdom has gone, they are not real. What they were merely the modifications of the mind. But whether the dream comes and goes, waking comes and goes, there is one principle which is remaining uncorrupted, untouched. You know what happens? Which is freely, abundantly available, we have no value for that. Like the grass for the sheep. Anywhere they put their head, they don't have to search anywhere. See? In the same manner, we have prayer for the earth. Samudravasane Devi Parvadastana Mandale Vishnu Padne Namastubyam Padasparasham Kshamsvame. We have prayer for the earth. We have prayer for the waters, the ocean. We have prayer for the fire. We have prayer for the air. We have no prayer for the space. Because freely, abundantly, infinitely available. We have prayer for the sun. Why? Sun goes and comes. The space never goes and comes. So we take for granted. Much closer than the space is our own being. See? And therefore we take for granted. Taking for granted is getting into the relative world. Remaining aware of our presence 24/7 is living in God. Nay, God is living through us. Therefore, ajnanat bhati yatredam, where because of the incomplete knowledge, where this is appearing, that substratum, that absolute conscious blissful existence, that I am Niranjanaha. So although I am supporting this division in the knowledge, knower known knowledge, yet I remain undivided, untouched by any one of them. See friends, if we analyze how the knowledge takes place, object is known through the sense organs, caught in the mind in the form of an impression, given value by the intellect, and that object in the form of value as if enters our mind like the computer virus. And when the computer virus enters, what happens? The logic is corrupted. In the same manner, when any object enters in our mind in the form of value, logic is corrupted. And then, look here, you should not do this thing, this does not suit you, you have done this thing, this is not right for you, you don't teach me, I know. Now all the logic is corrupted. See? And then this illogical lifestyle, that becomes our mainstay. Therefore, if we devalue the worldly objects and things and beings, they have no entry in our mind. Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter. Arjuna asked this question. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojita. O teacher, kindly tell, under whose compelling insistence a person goes the wrong way in life. This is the question. And in reply to that, the teacher says, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhavaha maha ashanaha maha papma vidhenam iha vairinam. It is the desire, alias anger, born out of rajoguna, born out of too much of activity. And what does anger and the desire do? Desire is maha ashanaha. Desires can never be fulfilled in life. We have to rise above the desire. It is said in one place, trying to fulfill the desires is like trying to put off the fire by adding fuel to it. It will become more and more violent. We have to rise above the desires. And we can rise above the desire by analyzing, is this necessary? When it was not there, was it impossible? How many things we collect, not because they are needed, but because they are available. See, during the Christmas time, the sale goes. You see the rush there on the shops. Many things are bought because they are cheaply available, not because they are needed. See, friends, unless we become aware of this principle, we will get lost in this world. Therefore, first is to conquer your desires. Then how can we conquer the desires? Life is not meant for fulfilling desires. Life is meant for being an instrument through whom the divine can express. That is the purpose of life. See? But the kama, the desire becomes so overpowering. And then the sense organs are conquered. After the sense organs are conquered, the virus of desire enters the mind. Then we become emotional. Without you, I cannot live. Please don't leave me. We are made for each other. We will be mad at each other after some time. Now the desire has gone beyond the limits of the sense organs. Now it has caught hold of the mind, and then one becomes an emotional wreck. And thereafter, when the mind is conquered by the desire, now the desire goes further. Like the Chinese entering Tibet, they goes further and attacks the intellect. And after the intellect is corrupted by the desire, then adharmam dharma iti ya manyate tamasa vrita, then we justify how wrong is right. See, friends. Then we say, who doesn't do corruption? If I have done so, what is wrong? Everybody does. So, earlier corruption was considered as a bad thing. If there is income tax, raid on your house, in your factory, it was considered as a bad thing. Today, it is considered as a status symbol. How many income tax raids you had? 3. 30. See? This is how the desire, first of all, conquers our sense organs. Then it attacks the mind. Then it attacks the intellect. When the intellect is corrupted by the desire, we will start justifying our actions as right. There is no redemption for such a person. He is booked for self-destruction. See, friends. Therefore, ajnanat bhati yatredam. It is only because of the ignorance. we imagine that these objects are the source of happiness. Take anything in this world. Nothing can attract our mind for long. Take anything. See? You go to, let us take the best place, Scandinavia. Aha, how beautiful, how nice, how lucky the people are here. Such a nice country. Ask the local people. They are fed up. See? People from here, they go to India. Oh, India is so beautiful, so nice people. Stay there for a few days. Better go back. See? You know, there was one American, he went to India, and after a week he had the audience with the then president, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. He was the president, a great philosopher, well read. And this American said, "Sir, I am thinking of writing book on India." Acha, very good. How many days you are here? Oh, here I am for a week. Oh, that's the reason. So why? When you stay in India for 1 week, you think of writing a book. When you stay here for 1 year, you think of writing a series of articles. When you stay here for 2 years, you write only one article. And when you start staying here, you stop writing and you start living. See? Those things which become a great point of attraction for the new people, it is a daily thing, there is nothing new. See? Like, seeing the animals, cows and buffaloes on the road, in the traffic, it is a great thing for the Westerners to see. Hey, see, the cow is right in the middle of the road. And for us it is nothing new. Oh, yes, it is there. What is there? See? One of my friends, he came with me to India this year only. And we were staying in a nice hotel on a hill station. And we used to have a retreat like this. And evening time, animals are not kept in farms like in the Western world. They stay in people's homes. Outside the house, they have got 1 or 2 places. They tie the cow and buffalo. And all the animals belonging to every family, they are collected by one shepherd. And he takes them to the forest, a public land, where all the animals graze, and evening they come back. Naturally, it is the same road used. So when we were, going for a walk, evening time, about a few hundred animals, cows, buffaloes, they were crossing in front of that 5-star hotel. Everything is beautiful in front of animals going. He got so thrilled, sorry, wait. He took a video showing that, hotel and animals are walking. I said, what is great in that? I can't believe in front of a 5-star hotel, animals walk. See? Anything you see new, mind gets enchanted. After some time, mind becomes bored. That is the reason why people separate. So my principle is, people never stay together because of love. They stay together because of understanding. See? Understanding is important, not love. What we call love is basically a lust. It is not love. It is misspelled love. See, friends, hardly you are in your teenage, what we understand of love? Slaves of our own body, and we say, I love you, I love you. What love? And that is why after every 6 months there is a new partner. Because mind cannot get attracted toward the same thing for a longer period of time. And if we understand this principle, then we play through the mind, but we don't become the slave of the mind. We play through the intellect, but we don't become the slave of the intellect. We use our sense organs, but not become enslaved by them. then only this Triputi, the mind, will be conquered. And therefore, Ajnanat Bhati Yatredam is because of no proper guidance and information, we get lost in this world. That substratum where this whole drama of relativity is happening, that substratum remains unchallenged, untouched, uncontaminated. Niranjanaha, that I am. See? So all the attention is brought to this reality. We may go through any experience, good or bad. If that experience is utilized for learning, then that experience is a spiritual practice. If any experience is not utilized for learning, but it is allowed to form impressions on our mind in the form of likes and dislikes, then it is the samsara. It is getting lost in this world. See? So every experience, therefore yesterday I told you, every experience is a spiritual examination. If we are taking every experience as spiritual examination, our attention will be on the self. Am I getting lost in the things? Am I getting lost in the people? Am I creating friends? Am I creating enemies? Nothing. Keep away. Be with everyone, yet belong to nobody. Then alone we are walking the spiritual path. See? We had a friend here, 2 days, Gordon Brown. He is one of the rarest person I came across. I know him for so many years. He is so different. He came with me to India, Varanasi, staying with me. Every day we used to go to Ganges to take bath. And he told me, Swamiji, my last wish is, when my body falls, it should be burnt and the ashes should be thrown in the Ganges. This is the only thing I have. And he is doing so much of good work, but never he speaks about anything. He is all the time either talking about the truth or meditation or some deep topic, or like a child, he is innocent. That with Charlie he is to play. Ask him questions to his level. He is himself a great person. That innocence is possible only if we are living with our substratum. Otherwise, our personality becomes very strong and then we suffer. Dvaitamulamaho dukkham nanyastasya bheshajam drushyametam mrisha sarvam ekoham chidraso malaha. Dvaitamulam aho dukkham. All the miseries have their origin in the duality. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, one mantra comes where it is said, Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is other, it is the source of misery. Anything other. See? Whatever insignificant it may be. That is the source of all the miseries. Dvaita moolam aho dukkham. Now see, in our deep sleep experience, there is no otherness experienced. See? And therefore, anybody who has a good sleep, his experience will be, I had a very peaceful sleep. Why peace? Because there were no pieces around. There is no dvaita. There is no other. Now, to look at it from a different angle, when we meet someone whom we love, what is that which gives us happiness? Because the duality merges into being one. See, friends, when a boy and a girl love each other initially, because they love each other, they are one. After a few days, the story begins, I versus you, you versus I. And again the Dvaita, the separation happens. Therefore, Dvaita Moolam Aho Dukkham, Na Anyad Asti Tasya Bheshajam. And there is no medicine for that. The only way is play your role in duality and hold on to the absolute that you are. Don't take the role of the duality as the real one. Whatever role we have to play, play best. You know, actors and reactors. There are cinema actors. So when they do acting, they get name, fame, money, publicity, everything. And the same actor, when he reacts, everything goes wrong. In the same thing in our life, when we only act, never react in life. Now what is the meaning of only acting and not reacting? Acting means whatever are our duties that we do the best. That is acting. Reacting, why should I do? It's reacting. So when we stop reacting in this world and start acting in this world, mind will remain at peace. And when the mind is at peace, then only we can think of something higher. Then alone we get different new techniques, ideas to play with our own self. See, the brightness of the intellect is every day we discover one new technique of meditation. Every day, new technique. It is not the same mechanical thing, like we do the asanas, take this leg, put here, take this leg, put here, get locked and forget. No. It is not a mechanical repetition. Every meditation is unique. It cannot be a military drill. See, friends, because infinite cannot be repeated. Finite alone can be repeated. Therefore, Dvaita Moola Aho Dukkham. All the tragedies, miseries are because of this duality. Na anyas tasyast bheshajam. And there is no way to get out of this unless Drishyametan Nrusha Sarvam. Unless we come to this conclusion that etat sarvam drishyam mrisha, all that is perceived objectively is only an illusion. See, objectivity is illusion. If there is no subject, object has no existence. And therefore, all the objectivity is included in the subject. And the subject without the objectivity cannot be even called as a subject. Thus we transcend the subject-object duality. And therefore, sarvametan nrusha sarvam, drishyametan nrusha sarvam. So all the objective world is merely an illusion. What is an illusion? Illusion can be understood in 2-3 different ways. One of the ways of understanding illusion is that which is recognized as other than the self is an illusion. Second thing, that which requires n number of conditions to happen is an illusion. Third thing, illusion appears but it is not. It can be experienced but it is not. These are the 3-4 aspects of the illusion. We will work on illusion little more tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.